Hi guys, we're going to review permutations and combinations today. So what's a permutation? It's a way to determine the probability of something happening when the order matters. Some examples are like your locker combination. It can only be in that certain order. Or if you want to display something like 10 cat figurines on your mantle fireplace, how many different ways can they be arranged in the row? You can use a permutation to find this out. There's the formula. NPR equals n factorial over n minus r factorial, where n is the number of items we choose from, and r is the number that we choose. So here is an example of a permutation from your Delta Math assignment. If John has 6 different flags that he wants to hang on the wall, how many different ways can the flags be arranged in a row? So our steps to solving a permutation are down on the bottom left. First, we need to define n and r. So n, remember, is the number of items to choose from. John has 6 different flags, so that's where that 6 comes from. And then r is the number that we choose. If he's going to put his flags in a row, he's going to be using all 6 of his flags. Next, we substitute n and r into the formula. So we get 6p6 equals 6 factorial over 6 minus 6 factorial. Step 3 says we simplify. So 6 minus 6 is 0, and 0 factorial is 1. So we are left with 6 factorial. And now we solve or calculate. So 6 factorial is 720. All right. What is a combination? Let me move that so you can see. A combination is a way to determine the probability of something happening when the order does not matter. So an example, you have all these coins in your pocket, 6 nickels, a dime, a penny, and 8 quarters. How many different combinations of these can you make? If we're choosing maybe 4 coins out of your pocket, that would be a combination. Another example is the lottery system. Even though each number is pulled one at a time, the order doesn't matter. So long as you have those numbers, you win. So this thing's in the way here, but it says combination is NCR equals n factorial over r factorial times n minus r factorial, where again, n is the number of items we choose from and r is the number we choose. So here is a Delta Math example. If the Math Olympiad Club consists of 10 students, how many different teams of 6 students can be formed for competitions? So step 1 again, we define n and r. N is the number of items to choose from. We have 10 students. R is the number we are choosing. How many different teams of 6 students can be formed to make competitions? So step 2, substitute n and r in the formula. You get 10c6 equals 10 factorial over 6 factorial times 10 minus 6 factorial. To simplify that, there's a couple steps in there, but you want to write out the factorials and then cross out things that are going to eliminate each other. So you're left with 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 over 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. This simplifies to 5,040 over 24, which is 210. So telling the difference, a permutation is when the order matters, and a combination is when the order does not matter. So you have to kind of pay attention to the wording a little bit and see to determine if you're using a combination or a permutation.